Yo, we are back with another episode of Keep It on the SDL. I am Steph DeLanda, and today we are talking about something spicy, something a little bit spicy, money. Cue the Ted DiBiase's theme song in the background, or Shane McMahon. We're talking about money, guys. Who doesn't love some green, right? We all love money. We all want more of it. Ruins everyone's lives, makes everyone's lives. Controversial topic. But what we are talking about today is money on the indies versus money at WWE. Man, it's one a cameo.
I go to the post office 4 times a week to sell all the items.
So, it's different. And this is also speaking from someone who's had a limited experience at WWE. I was there for a year. And in NXT. So it wasn't like I had signed a $1 million contract. You know, I'm not comparing the top of the top versus the independents. I'm comparing the starter level NXT contracts basically. And I got a couple of pay bumps once I was there, but still, you know, we're looking at base level NXT contracts, right? Where I'm not talking about the experiences from someone who is at the top of Raw and SmackDown, because I never got paid that way. I was never in that spot, so I can't speak on those experiences. All I can speak on is what I got paid and what I have went through. So there's differences in everything, right? There is a push and pull on both sides, and not just with the money, with everything, with WWE versus indies. I've gone on record and said that as an independent wrestler, I've made more money than I have at my highest salary at WWE, and that's true, you know, but that comes with a different level of responsibilities. Like, I basically am my own boss. So I do not stop. I do not have a day off. I do not have, you know, it is a grind, and I'm not going to say it's a harder grind, because working at WWE and working at that level is like a different type of grind. So I'm not going to say one is harder than the other, or at one you have to work harder than the other. I'm not saying that, but I do think independently, if you are trying to sit at that top level and trying to hustle and make a lot of money, which is what we do, you've got to be working constantly, you know, and there's not many people on an independent level willing to do that, or know how to do that, or have the means to do that, or whatever else. It's a small group, you know, and I'm proud to be in that group. And I think that the only way that you can learn how to improve your income on the indies is by asking people and looking at people that are more successful than you and trying to figure out what the fuck they do, and then modeling yourself off that. Because you don't have you don't have WWE or AEW or wherever else tweeting about you or posting about you on Instagram or creating that huge following that then translates into, you know, higher success, higher income, XYZ. We're posting our own shit. We're posting our own content. We're trying to get our own organic followers without a company with millions of followers reposting our shit every week, you know? So it's harder to grind out for that social media following, to, you know, sell merchandise. I don't have a fancy merch team that makes my design for me and throws it up on the website. I have to go out and seek designers and, you know, find a manufacturer, and then I have to pack and ship it from my own house and XYZ. But then on the flip side, I can sell 8x10s. I can sell any single piece of merchandise I want, including this fancy custom SDL chain that you can get from StephDelandastore.com right now. There was only 20 made, so there's only a few left. If you want one, you know where to get it. But yeah, there is unlimited potential to earn more money on the independents. And that's not even taking into consideration subscription pages, OnlyFans, fan time, all that kind of shit, right? You're not allowed to do that at WWE. So that's a huge chunk of income that's being taken away right then, right? So it's kind of this situation of like, if you want to push the boundaries as far as you can and see how much money you can make, at WWE you're getting paid this amount of money per year, and that's what you're getting. You can't do extra shit that's gonna like bring stuff in on the side. Whereas on the indies, you can do all the extra shit you want to bring stuff in. But the caveat is you gotta do the shit. You gotta do the shit all day, every day, you know. Grinch, quiet. Squeaky toy hour. You got to do the shit all day, every day, and that's the reality of it. And that's something that a lot of people they want the money, but not the hard work. And unfortunately, they come together as a package. You can't get one without the other. So that's the difference. Is WWE money is a little bit more streamlined. You have one job to do and you have one place that pays you. On the indies, you can have a million jobs to do and a million things that pay you, but guess what? Now you have a million jobs. So I'd say that's probably the best way to break it down. I mean, I wouldn't say one pays better than the other. I would say wherever you water your grass is where it's going to grow. So you can be creative and you can do very well. Guys, I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. Until next time, that's cooked. Oh my God, it's not cooked. It is not cooked. Until next time, keep it on the SDL.